Welcome back here with us on Overdrive. Now, barely 4 months after Honda launched the modern classic H'ness in the Indian market, it is now focused on the CB350 RS, which sits somewhere between a cafe racer and a scrambler. Now, this motorcycle shares the underpinnings of the H'ness, but in terms of design is the more sporty variant of its relaxed sibling. Aditya Chatterjee will get you all the details.
Something that will never go out of fashion is retro. Now, 4 months after launching their first ever modern classic, Honda is back with the latest, and it's called the CB350 RS, which seems to sit between a cafe racer and a scrambler. While there is still some time before we get to ride it, here's what it means for you and I. Starting with the naming, now I'm sure you can see the RS moniker here, which has taken place of H'ness. Now, RS, according to Honda, means road sailing, which actually interprets to more comfort on longer journeys. Something that only a test can verify. While the overall dimensions of the RS are identical to the H'ness, what Honda has done is tweaked the whole motorcycle to give it that Szechuan feel over normal fried rice. Now, the spiced up bits on the 350 RS includes a new surround around the LED headlight, fork sleeves, which was initially an accessory on the H'ness, but on the RS it's offered as standard, sleek LED indicators which look like they come from the Africa Twin, redesigned fenders, they are nice and compact, a skid plate to protect the engine, redesigned side panels which are made of fiber right now, not metal, an upswing black exhaust which is longer than the H'ness and also has a distinct note. Let me show it to you. Now this one too, it does have a thumb. If you're looking for that thumpy exhaust note from this engine, it has that deep note. Now when you come to the rear of the motorcycle, that's where it looks really interesting, because what Honda has done is change the rear design completely. Now what you get here is this nice sleek LED taillight that has been neatly tucked under the seat, and also the fender, which looks really interesting. It's compact, it's small, and it gives that muscular profile to the RS. Now for the sporty riding experience, what Honda has done is change the position of the pegs. Now these pegs are a little taller and they're also rear set. Similarly, even the handlebar is tad lower. Now what happens is, because of these two combinations, you get a more forward bias stance for that engaging riding experience, right? Now it is an RS, and ideally Honda should have given clip-ons, and I believe this is the first thing that everyone would end up customizing. Now what Honda has also done is change the whole seat. Now this is a flatter seat with a rib design for more comfort on longer journeys. What Honda has also done is change the pattern of these tires, and these are those block pattern tires. Now the dimension of the front tire is identical, but for the rear, what Honda has done is made it a size smaller than that of the H'ness and also made it wider, which actually gives a very interesting profile to the CB350 RS. Now the underpinning of the 350 RS is identical to that of the H'ness without any change in state of tune. However, what has changed is the ground clearance, which has gone up by 2 mm, while the curb weight has gone down by 2 kgs. Now Honda has also retained the seat height of 800 mm while also maintaining the same braking setup of dual channel ABS on the RS. Now in terms of features, the semi-digital layout that you see here has been carried away from the H'ness, which means you get an identical setup which shows traction control, ABS, and also information on real-time mileage and also battery. But what is disappointing on the RS is you do not get USB, you do not get Bluetooth connectivity, and you also don't get voice assist. I don't know what was Honda thinking there. Now, providing motivation to the 350 RS is the single-cylinder air-cooled 350cc engine, which makes 20 PS of power and 30 Nm of torque. Now this engine is mated to a slip and assist clutch. Now this unit is exactly like that offered on the H'ness. Now during our review, we were really impressed by the smooth performance of this engine, and I'm sure it will be the same with the RS as well. Although I really wish this engine would have made more power to justify that RS tag. Unlike the H'ness, the RS is available only in one variant, but you've got two options. One is this, the dual tone color, and one is a solid color. The price difference between two versions is close to 3,000 rupees. Now at 1.96 lakh rupees, the 350 RS is close to 10,000 rupees from the base H'ness and 4,000 rupees more than the DLX Pro. Now in terms of availability, Honda has confirmed that the deliveries of the 350 RS will commence in the first week of March. They're also working on increasing their number of big wing dealerships, which should reach 50 by the end of March. Now Honda has also confirmed that the 350 RS that you see here is not the only iteration that you will see on the 350 platform. There are more in the works, and that shall be seen as and when time comes.
Well, with that, it's time for us to wrap up this week's edition of Overdrive. But do write into us on overdrive.co.in, or you can send us a tweet. Follow us on Instagram. Follow our latest videos on our YouTube